One of the first questions most people ask when they're thinking about starting their cleaning business is, how much is this all going to cost me to get it off the ground? And the answer might actually surprise you because the things most people try to save money on are the exact things that end up costing you the most. But here's the part that a lot of people don't talk about. It's not about just going cheap. It's about spending money in the wrong place entirely and then calling it preparation, while nothing is actually moving. I know this because I did this exact thing, and if you are new here, my name is Mike Mack, and I have been building cleaning businesses for the better part of a decade plus, and I'm currently on my third cleaning business, which I'm starting from scratch in a brand new state. And for the last 6 years, I've also been helping people build their own successful office cleaning businesses while still working their full-time jobs in a lot of cases. Now, my first cleaning business was a franchise. And I went in thinking I need to be ready. So I got ready. I bought equipment that I did not need yet. I bought binders. I bought t-shirts for cleaners that I hadn't even hired. I put magnets on my car doors. I paid someone in advance for SEO. I spent money on everything that helped me feel like I was building a successful business. And here's what that all did for me. I did not get a single client. 4.5 months, we were trying to win clients alongside of the clients we were getting from the franchise. So I started doing some door knocking. Everything the franchise sales guy taught us, and let me tell you something, he was genuinely really good at what he did. But here's what I learned about going door to door selling your cleaning services. It only works if you're willing to pound doors and pavement for really long days, every single day. No breaks, just massive volume. So 4.5 months went by, I didn't get any calls coming in, no contracts signed, and I was sitting there surrounded by tons of equipment, t-shirts, binders, and I was wondering why nothing was actually happening for us, besides a couple of small accounts that we got from our franchise. And do you want to know the worst part about that? Every dollar I spent felt responsible. It felt like I was doing the right things, and that is the trap. So here's what I want you to understand before we go any further. This video is not about how you can save your way to success, but it's also not about spending freely either. It's about the tightrope. On one side, you can go completely cheap on everything, bad logo, template website, generic outreach, and then you wonder why premium clients are not ever going to call you back. On the other side, you spend on the wrong things. You buy equipment that you don't need. You pay a year of SEO that you're not going to benefit from. Or you spend money door knocking or paying people overseas to do cold calling for you because you believe that this is your best way in the door to meet new clients. Both sides of that tightrope are going to cost you the same thing, and that is time that you are not getting back. See, the goal is to walk straight down the middle of that tightrope. I want you to go lean on infrastructure and heavy on things that actually bring you clients. Here's what I do now with my third cleaning company. See, I'm in a different state. Nobody knows me. Before my first client, I spent money on just 3 things: a real logo, a simple, clean website, and my marketing. That's it. And here's the thing I see so many people get completely backwards. You think the cheap option is going to save you money, but your logo, if it looks like it was made on a phone in 10 minutes on ChatGPT, and your website looks like some template you downloaded using Claude, and your outreach looks exactly like everyone else's outreach, then it's not going to be saving you any money. You are disqualifying yourself before the conversation ever starts. See, high-ticket clients make judgment fast. A new medical office, a great dental practice, even a nice private school or a large church, these are not the people shopping for the lowest bid. They have a standard to uphold, and the first impression your brand makes is either going to be working for you or working against you. So going cheap on positioning is the most expensive decision you can make with this business. Now, let me show you exactly what I mean, just so you understand, because this is where it gets real. There are only 2 ways a client conversation can start. The first way is attraction. You have them interested in your brand, your marketing is consistent, and you are mailing the right people with the right message. And they're now reaching out to you because of it. When you walk in that room for a walkthrough, it sounds like, hey, we're glad you called. We've been putting this off for far too long. It even sounds like, honestly, you're the only company that we are reaching out to. Or it'll even sound like, we just need someone we can trust. When do you think you could start? You see, that is the conversation between two professionals. There is no price war, there's minimal competition, and there's no convincing. They already want you before you walk into the door. That's pre-selling. Now, here's the other room. You went cheap on positioning. Your brand, you look like everybody else. So now volume is your only option. Cold outreach, door knocking, chasing. Ultimately, that room is going to be completely different when you enter it. Because if you play the game that way, instead, you'll be hearing things like, can you beat our current cleaner's price? You may also hear things like, look, we're getting 7 other bids. Or sadly, you'll hear things like, oh, I actually don't remember booking this walkthrough. And that right there is a backbreaker. And that's not a sales conversation. That feels like much more like an audition where you are competing against 6, 7 other cleaning companies who are willing to go lower than you to win the job. Now, if you're hearing that, you're probably like, well, I don't want to go into that room. Well, I'm here to tell you that the type of marketing that you invest in determines which room you walk in every single time. You see, direct mail, when it's done right, consistent, targeted, speaking directly to the pain of the right clients is attraction marketing because it warms them up before you ever show up. It makes your potential clients feel like they found you instead of you chasing them. That distinction is everything in this game. And here's what makes this so forgiving once you understand it. You do not have to fund a giant operation. You just have to fund the part that gets you clients because that first client, once they sign on, they pay for everything. Your second client's marketing budget comes from your first client. Your equipment gets purchased after you have accounts to use it on. Your cleaners, they're going to get hired once you have work for them to do. Your clients are essentially paying you to go out and find more clients. That's the model. And once you actually see it that way, the idea of going cheap on the front end, that's going to stop making sense completely to you, or at least it should. So here's the simplest way I can put this. The business does not need much to get started, but what it does need, it needs to get done right. Your brand, your marketing, your consistency. Those are not the places to cut corners because the quality of those 3, I call it the big 3, it's going to determine the quality of the clients that you're going to be sitting across from. So I want you to pick a method, work it, stay consistent, let it compound. The people who look like they're out there crushing it, a lot of them are doing the opposite. They're jumping from strategy to strategy. They're spending on the wrong things like I was in the beginning, going cheap where it matters most, and splurging on things that just don't matter at all. And I'm here to tell you that you do not have to invest in a thing that doesn't get you clients, not in the beginning. Let the clients that you get fund everything else. That's the cheapest way to start this business. And it's the only version that actually works in my book. So if you want help building this the right way, from day one, without the trial and error, where you have the right clients, the right brand, the right marketing system that helps you bring in the right clients and great cleaners to come along with it, click the first link in the description. Book a call, talk with my team, see how we can help you get there. If you'd rather hang out on YouTube University a little bit longer, watch this video right here. Editor, hit a pop there so they know. I'll see you over there.